Have you ever wondered about the rich history and vibrant culture of Rio de Janeiro? This bustling city, often simply referred to as Rio, is a melting pot of diversity and natural beauty. But to truly appreciate Rio, we need to delve into its intriguing past. Our journey begins in the early 16th century, with the arrival of Portuguese explorers. In January 1502, Portuguese explorer Gaspar de Lemos set foot in the Guanabara Bay. Mistaking the bay for the mouth of a river, he named the area January River, or Rio de Janeiro in Portuguese. Little did he know his decision would mark the dawn of one of the world's most iconic cities. However, the Portuguese weren't the only ones with an eye on this bountiful land. The mid-16th century saw French attempts to establish a colony in the region. This sparked conflicts with the Portuguese, leading to a tug-of-war for control over the area. Despite the French's persistent efforts, the Portuguese tenacity prevailed, driving out their rivals and solidifying their foothold. With their control unchallenged, the Portuguese turned their attention to fortifying their position. In 1565, they established the city of São Sebastião do Rio de Janeiro. Named in honor of the then Portuguese king Dom Sebastião, the city was a strategic move to defend against any further French invasions. It was a bustling port that quickly grew into an important center for trade and commerce. The city's strategic location, coupled with its natural beauty, made it a jewel in the Portuguese crown. As we trace the origins of Rio, we see a city born out of exploration, conflict, and ambition. It's a city shaped by its past, yet always looking towards the future. It's a city whose story is as vibrant and colorful as the culture it harbors. So as we stand on the brink of this journey, let's remember that every cobblestone, every street, and every corner of Rio has a story to tell. A story of resilience, of transformation, and of unyielding spirit. As the Portuguese solidified their control, the city of Rio began to take shape. From colonial outpost to imperial capital, Rio de Janeiro witnessed significant transformation. As the 18th century dawned, the world was in the throes of change, and Rio was no exception. In 1763, the city found itself at the heart of a new empire, becoming the capital of the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and Algarves. This was a direct result of the Portuguese royal family seeking refuge from the Napoleonic invasion back in Europe. This move not only cemented Rio's status on the global stage, but also brought about a dramatic shift in the city's identity. As the administrative hub of a vast empire, Rio was reshaped by the influx of people, wealth, and ideas. The city's landscape was transformed with grand buildings and impressive public works projects serving as symbols of its newfound status. Yet amidst this grandeur, a dark underbelly existed. The city was a major hub for the Atlantic slave trade, a horrific chapter in human history. Slavery was an integral part of Rio's society and economy, with enslaved Africans and their descendants forming a significant part of the population. But change was brewing. As the 19th century rolled on, a powerful movement for abolition gained momentum. The year 1888 marked a pivotal moment in the city's history, as Princess Isabel, acting as regent, signed the Golden Law. This significant piece of legislation officially ended slavery in Brazil, making it the last country in the Americas to do so. The abolition of slavery had a profound impact on Rio's society and culture. The city's African heritage, long suppressed under the brutal regime of slavery, was now free to express itself. This newfound freedom would shape the cultural fabric of the city, influencing everything from its music and dance to its cuisine and festivals. The abolition of slavery in 1888 set the stage for Rio's evolution into a modern city. In the years that followed, Rio would continue to grow and evolve, forever shaped by its complex past. Yet it is this rich tapestry of history and culture that makes Rio the vibrant and dynamic city it is today. As Rio de Janeiro entered the 20th century, it embarked on a journey of rapid modernization and urbanization. The city, bustling with energy, began to shape the vibrant cultural landscape for which it is world-renowned today. Throughout the early to mid-20th century, Rio de Janeiro served as the capital of Brazil, a status it held until 1960, when the capital was moved to Brasilia. Yet, even as the political spotlight shifted, Rio continued to thrive, its heart beating to the rhythm of samba music, its streets alive with carnival celebrations, and its coasts adorned with beautiful beaches. But what truly sets Rio apart is the stunning array of architectural and natural landmarks that have come to symbolize the city in the global consciousness. One cannot speak of Rio without mentioning the iconic Christ the Redeemer, an awe-inspiring statue that stands atop Corcovado Mountain. Erected in the early 20th century, this majestic figure, arms outstretched, has been welcoming visitors to Rio for nearly a century. Then there's Copacabana Beach, a stretch of golden sands that is synonymous with Rio's beach culture. From sunbathers to sand sculptors, volleyball players to musicians, Copacabana is a vibrant microcosm of the city's spirit. And of course, there's Sugarloaf Mountain or Pau de Açúcar, a granite peak that provides breathtaking views of the city. Accessible by cable car, it's a popular spot for tourists and locals alike to watch the sunset over Rio, casting a warm glow over the city's landscape. Each of these landmarks tells a story, a tale of a city that has grown and evolved while retaining its unique character. From its early days as a Portuguese colony, to its decades as Brazil's capital, and through its journey into the 21st century, Rio de Janeiro has always been a city that captivates and enchants. These landmarks, each with their own story, have become symbols of Rio's enduring charm. So whether you're a history buff, a nature enthusiast, or simply a lover of vibrant, dynamic cities, Rio de Janeiro has something to offer, and it's waiting for you to discover it. Today, Rio de Janeiro is a vibrant city that embodies a fusion of cultures and traditions. A true melting pot, Rio's culture dances to the rhythm of diverse influences from Africa, Europe, and indigenous traditions. This cultural blend is vividly reflected in its music, dance, and cuisine, offering a feast for the senses at every corner. The city's cultural pinnacle is the annual Rio Carnival. Recognized worldwide, it's a riot of color, sound, and movement, drawing millions to partake in vibrant parades, thrilling samba dancing, and joyous festivities that drench the city in a spirit of celebration. Yet, behind the festive facade, Rio grapples with significant social and economic challenges. Issues of poverty, crime, and urban inequality persist, casting a shadow over the city's vibrancy. But like the resilient samba dancer, Rio de Janeiro continues to move forward, striving for improvement while embracing its unique identity. Despite its challenges, Rio de Janeiro continues to captivate with its rich history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking beauty.